The developers noticed these glitches and that the agents had breached into the back door, so they retreat into the Bloxbyte HQ building, where they prepare for the final battle. The agents set up a headquarters in the sewers biome of the back door, where they made final preparations, investigated anomalies, and continued to adapt and learn as fresh new characters. You have to sympathize with them. They haven't had a chance to rest, and now they're on their way, marching across worlds to defeat their own game developers. Anyway, back to the player. Entering the swamplands with a new upgraded antenna, the first NPC the player will meet is Gabe, or rather, a glitchier, more mysterious version of Gabe called Gab3. A portion of quest lines aren't exactly relevant to this arc and class as subplots like with this NPC, so I'll return to him, Ghost Hunter Billy, Julian, and Bovin later. After another antenna upgrade, the player meets Ghost Hunter Riley, who again is more relevant to the second arc, but she technically comes up now too. Riley was an NPC who glitched out, so the developers moved her to the back door in order to fix her coding. It seems that they never got around to it, probably due to that game coming to life. Riley is witty and quite smart, seeing as how she's been able to survive in this glitchy environment. She had recently become sentient and was subject to deletion by the developers. This is an event she slowly becomes aware of as the questline progresses, with the danger manifesting itself in colder temperatures. In her penultimate quest, she asks the player to upload a USB stick containing her data to the cloud in the Mushroom Forest just before the developers erase her code. The cloud is just funny wording for the internet, so Riley is now in a stasis, surfing the internet without a physical body. Speaking of uploading people to the internet, Leo and Luna join and drop lots of exposition in the Bloxbyte Games Discord server, and manage to make announcements to the players while evading many cyber attacks likely launched by the developers. You may see a rising fight or flight reaction in the developers now, as they retreat from the agents, but also start actually erasing NPCs that could be a threat to them. Okay, moving on. To Rowan. Rowan is very similar to Yoko in how he at least tries to be a rough, heroic character, but it becomes very clear that he's much softer and empathetic than him when he fanboys the player by trying to give them a power-up throughout his questline, acting like it's a dutiful mission to get the parts. Also, he loses a USB stick containing the potential plans to break into the Bloxbyte HQ, which also showcases a level of clumsiness in his character. He serves as a final buffer in order to protect the HQ from the ghosts and Ace, who had recently tried to invade and take hold of their plans. To combat this, Leo split a key that would open the Bloxbyte HQ into 9 fragments, and hid them so the developers couldn't find them. The player meets with Agent Blaze at the entrance to the Bloxbyte HQ, where they get ready to finally defeat the developers. However flawed the philosophy, this was going to happen, and now all the agents had to do was to gather 9 key fragments scattered across the 3 worlds in order to face them. This is the first time the player meets Blaze after in the volcano, and now he is so much more open, energetic, and ready to do science. His friends have helped to lift him from being isolated and outcasted from society, and now he's ready to joke around with a rock named Wilson. Shelley, who is now much better thankfully, manages to find signals from the cloud in the Mushroom Forest, recognizing Riley's code. When the two meet, Riley is not in a world of bliss but has returned to a reality where her people are at war, so when the Blaze gets the player to retrieve her, Riley opts to join the agents of Luna to help stop the developers. So this is it. Messages have been spray painted across the back door, warning the player about this battle, and now it all happens. But first, do you remember that dapper-looking green ghost, world-hopping friend, Bo? Well, no, you wouldn't recognize him as a friend, as I haven't talked about him at all, but he is still relevant. Bo has wormed his way into the Bloxbyte HQ and has set up a security room with cameras linked to the different worlds watching the player, and photos showing moments from the past events. If the player is able to find him, he asks them to press a button 27 times. This has no meaning whatsoever, but he does warn the player about his implications, and bids them good luck for the battle. So, this is it, the final boss. Luna leads the agents to the arena, where the devs meet them to have a confrontation, exchanging talk about each of their perspectives in this whole matter. Meanwhile, the NPCs on the dev side are on the top of the arena. I only talked about 2 of them, Jax and Ace, as the others have their own subplots. The developers resort to using a robot called the final boss to stop the agents from stopping them. Remember how I said the developers had resorted to those fight or flight reactions? Well, now they had no problem with racing the NPCs, and were planning to remake the whole game at this point, as there was no other option for them to pursue. The dev side NPCs raise a set of pillars that form a protective shield over the final boss, while the agents try to help the player lower the defenses and stop the developers from resetting the game. Throughout the battle, the developers continue to take mechanics and abilities away from the player, such as the jetpack, hoverboard, and even the interface itself. They also temporarily erase the NPCs after 3 stages of fighting. When the player is able to defeat the developers, everything is restored and the agents have won. In the back door, a cutscene plays with the NPCs by a portal in the agent's HQ, leading to something new. But first, for reasons, this video has been split into different sections, so that part first won't really make sense, but you'll understand when it is released.